Question 1. Here is a list of numbers of children living in the first 5 houses in a street. So we have 4 people in the first house, 2 people in the second house, 6 people in the third house, 1 child in the fourth, and 2 children in the fifth. So remember the formula to find out the mean. It equals the sum divided by the count. So the sum means we add them up together. So we have 4 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1 plus 2 divided by the count, which is 5. So we're just going to add them. So 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13, 13 plus 2 is 15, 15 divided by 5, which equals to 3. Then we asked, there are no children living in the 6th house on the street, so that means the 6th one would be 0. So we have 4, 2, 6, 1, 2, 0. Will the mean for all 6 houses be greater or less than for the first 5 houses? Give a reason for your answer. And the answer is less. And because there are the same number of children to go around more houses. There are the same number of children to go round more houses. Again, if you could say that the sum is 15 divided by the count, which is 6. So you can do your short division. So 15 divided by 6. So that's 2 at a point, and that's 3 remaining, so 2.5. And 6 going to 35 times, so remember you added a 0 on the end, so the new mean is 2.5. Again, you could say that the new mean is 2.5, which is less than 3. Question 2. Here is a list of numbers of bags some shoppers were carrying when leaving a supermarket. So find the median. So remember, for finding the median, we have 2 steps. Step 1, we list them in order. So remember, write them in order, cross one out. So 0, 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 5. Then step 2, we find the middle, cross 1 from each side. So we have median, it's 4. Work out the mean. Again, mean is the sum divided by count. So we're just going to add them up. So 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 divided by the count. So we're going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So we add them up. So it's 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 5 is 16. Then plus another 5 is 21. So we have 21 divided by 7, which is 3. So the mean is going to be 3. Then work out the range. Remember, the definition for range is max minus mean. So the biggest number, which is 5, and the smallest number is 0. So we have a range of 5. Question 3. The diagram gives information about the number of drinks some people had one morning. So basically this means that there is 12 people have 1 drink, 15 people have 2 drinks, 10 had 3 drinks, 8 had 4 drinks. So write the mode. So the mode is 2. Because there is 15 people had 2 drinks. So the mode is 2. Then work out the range. The range is that we look at the number of people. So for 1 drink, there is 12. For 2 drinks, there is 15. For 3 drinks, there is 10. For 4 drinks, there is 8. So the range in people is max take mean. So the max is 15 minus the mean, which is 8. So we have 7. So the range is 7. Here are the lengths of some lines that measures with a ruler. So work out the mean. So again, the mean is that we do the sum divided by count. So the sum is 4 plus 7 plus 11 plus 7 plus 1 and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 plus 11 is 22. 22 plus 7 is 29. 29 plus 1 is 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6. So we know the mean is 6 centimeters. Work out the range. So we find the biggest, which is 11. So max is 11 minus the mean is 1. So we have 10. So the range is 10 centimeters. And in fact, it measures the wrong place on her ruler, and the lengths of the lines were all 1 centimeter more than she measured. Find the true mean length of them. So the true length is actually were all 1 centimeter than she measured. So we need to add 1 centimeter to each of the values. So our new values would be 5 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 12 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and 2 centimeters. Again, we need to add them, which give us the sum, and divide it by the count. So this gives us, work out the mean. So 5 plus 8 is 13, and 13 plus 12 is 25. 25 plus 8 is 33. 33 plus 2 is 35, and divide by 5 is equals 7 centimeters. And find the true range of the length of those lines. So the true range, again, you use the max, take away the mean. So 12 take away 2, which is equals to 10. So the range is still 10. Question 5. The compound bar chart shows the number of calls Julia made and the number of she received in 5 days. So on which day was the difference greatest between the numbers of calls made and the number received? So firstly, we look at the calls that's made. So we have on Monday, we made 12 calls and 14 received. So we're just going to label them. So we have Tuesday, have 12 made and 8 received. 7, 8, 5, 4, 8, and 6. So now we need to work out the difference. So on Monday, the difference is 2, because 14 take away 2. On Tuesday, it's 12 take away 8, which is 4. So the difference is 4. On Wednesday, 8 take away 7, so the difference is 1. Thursday, 5 take away 4, so the difference is 1. Friday, the difference is 8 minus 6. The difference is again 2. So the greatest difference would be Tuesday, which is 4 calls. So Julia thinks she made more calls than she received. Is she correct? So we need to work out how many calls did she make in total. So we're going to add all the calls she made, which is 12, 12, 7, 5, 8. So we have 12 plus 12 plus 7 plus 5 plus 8. So 12 plus 12 is 24, plus 7 is 31, and plus 5 is 36, plus 8 is 44. So she made 44 calls, and the numbers received would be 14 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6. So it's easier if we do 14 plus 8 is 22, plus another 8 is 30, plus 4 is 34, and plus 6 is 40. So she received 40 calls. So the question asks, Julia thinks she made more calls than she received. Yes, she is correct. Because she made 44 calls, but received 40 calls. So some of you wrote 44 and 40 here, which I see your reason, so I gave you a mark. So you must state, to get the 1 mark, you must state she made 44 calls and she received 40 calls. Question 6. So here are the ages in numbers of some people in a sports club. So complete the group frequency table using the interval of equal width. So the question here, it says equal width. So the question is 0 to 9. So the width is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 10. So remember, so the next one we're going to start with 10. So it's going to be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So they have equal width. Again, the next one is going to be 20 to 29 and 30 to 39. So you get your first mark by giving the correct intervals. So you must write 39 on the last one because it says equal width. Then for the tally, so we cross 1 out, so 8, and we're filling 1 in. So 12, 25, 18, Okay, so we completed our tally. Then we do our frequency. So frequency means how many times it occurs. So 0 to 9, it appears twice. And 10 to 19, it's 6. And 20 to 29 is 8. And 30 to 39 is 4 times. So you get 1 mark for getting all your tallies right and 1 mark for all your frequencies right. Okay, this question is making comparison. So students in 2 classes did a test. So the mean for class A was 56 and the range was 28. The mean for class B is 75 and the range was 10. So remember what we talked about when making comparison. So we need to write 1 sentence about average and 1 sentence about range. So to get the first mark, you need to say on average. So the keyword here you need to use on average because the first comparison is about average. So on average, class B did better than class A. In the test. And the second one, you need to make a sentence about the range. So you need to say, the marks in B were less spread out. So remember, when we say about range, we're saying how spread out something is, or how dispersed the data is. So the mark in B has a range of 10, and the range in A was 28. And class B was less spread out. The range was smaller. So I also give people a mark if you say it's less consistent. Well, I know you get the idea, so the range is smaller, so it's less consistent. Sorry, some of you put the range in class B was 10. So the range is smaller, so the data is more consistent. So the smaller the range, the less spread it. So all you need to write is the mark in class B were less spread out. So remember, range measures something how spread out something is, or how consistent something is, or how varied they are, how dispersed the data. So the mark in class B were less spread out than class A. Okay, now this is about Unit 2. So you are asked to write 584 to the nearest 100. So remember, this is our digit, tens, hundreds. So we want to round it to the nearest 100, and we look at the tens column, and it's 8, so we round it up. So it'd be 600. So this one is rounding to the 1000, and this is 1. It's less than 5, so we round it down. So the answer is 3000. Then for question 2, work out 384 divided by 4. And you could use your short division. So how many 4s go into 3? 0 times. How many 4s go into 38? 9. So 4 times 9 is 36, and we have a remainder of 2. So how many 4s going to 24? 6 times. So the answer is 96. So here are 5 temperatures. Put the temperatures in order. Start from the lowest. So this is our number line, remember? So we have 0, then we have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the smallest is the biggest negative. So this is -4 degrees Celsius, then -2 degrees Celsius, then 0, then 3, then 5. Then work out the difference between the lowest temperature and the highest. So the highest is 5, and the lowest is -4. So you can either do 5 take away -4, which is give us 9, or you can count it up. So the smallest is -4 and the biggest is 5, so you count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when we times something by 100, so remember when we times by 10, we add a 0 on the end. 1 0 times 100, we add another 0, so 4,800. So question 5, put a number in the empty box to make the calculation correct. So firstly we need to look at, so what does this side of the bracket, so we have 560 multiplied by 100 is equals to 56000, because it's multiplied by 100, so we add 2 0 on the end. Then we look at on this side, we need to make 2 equal. So we have 56,000 on this side, but on this side we have 560,000. So how do we get from 560,000 to 56,000? We divide by 10. So remember, each time we divide by 10, we remove 1 0 on the end. So write the factor pairs of 18. So remember, factors means 2 numbers multiplied together to give you 18. So we have 1 and 18, multiply give us 18, 2 and 9, and 3 and 6. We have 1, 18, 2, 9, 3, 6. Find the lowest common multiple of 15 and 20. So remember, multiples is pretty much the timetable. So 15 times by 1 is 15, 15 times 2 is 30, 15 times 3 is 45, 15 times 4 is 60. So 20 multiples of 20 is 20, 40, 60. The lowest common multiple is the first one they have in common, which is 60. Okay, work out. Again, we can use our number lines to help us with this question. So we have -10, -9, -8, -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we start from -8, and we're adding 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is -2. Another way is that we recognize -8 plus 6 is the same as 6 minus 8, which is equals to -2. So the next one, we have -4. So we start from -4, then we -6, so we're going backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have -10. So question 9, there are 322 people at a concert. Each person paid £15. Work out the total amount they paid. So this is a multiply question. So we have 322 multiplied by 15. So I prefer to use the column method. So 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 2 is 10, then we add 1. Then 5 times 3 is 15. Then we add the 1, it's 16. Then we put a placeholder here. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. Then we add them together. So 0, 1 plus 2 is 3. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 1 plus 3 is 4. So the answer is 4,830. So this question, so we are adding money. So remember, when we're adding 38, it means 0 pence. We have £2, 16, and 42 pence. That's 0.42. So when we add them up, so remember when we're adding decimals, the decimals need to be in order. So 2 plus 6 is 8, 1 plus 4 is 5, then it's our decimal point. 8 plus 2 is 0, and carry the 1 forward, so 3 add 1 is 4, so answer is £40.58. Question 11 is using our bit math. So question 1, do we have brackets? No. Indices? No. Division? No. Multiplication? Yes. So we do this part first. So 4 plus 2 times 8 is 16. So 4 add 16 equals 20. Then question part B, we don't have bracket, don't have indices, don't have division, don't have multiplication. Remember, we don't do addition first because with bit math, so this is first one we do bracket, second we do indices, and the division and multiplication, they're equal, so we do whichever the first one we see. Similarly with addition and subtraction, so there are equal operations, so we do the first one we see. So we see a subtraction first, so we do subtraction before addition. So we do 3 minus 6, which is -3, plus 4, which is -3 plus 4, which is 1. Question 12. The height of the highest mountain in Scotland is 1,344 meters. The height of the highest mountain in England is 978 meters. Work out the difference between two heights. So it's a subtraction. So 1344 subtract 978. So 4 take away is not enough, so we need to borrow 1 from the 4, so that's 3. So we have 14 take away 8 is 6. 3 take away 7, we don't have enough, so we need to borrow 1. This becomes 2, and this is 1. 13 take away 7 is 6. Then 12 take away 9 is 3. So the answer is 366. So question 13, write down the value of 7 squared. 7 squared is 7 times 7, which is equals to 49. Question 13 part B, square root of 100 is equals to 10. Question 14. Brett packs eggs into box. He put 12 eggs in each box and he had 332 eggs. How many boxes can he fill completely? So this is a division question. So we have 332 divided by 12. So how many 12 going to 3 0 times? How many 12 going to 33? Twice. So 2 times 12, which is 24. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. Just put a 0 on the end. So we subtract. So 3 take away 2 is 1. 3. There. So we have 332 subtract 240. So 2 take away 0 is 2. And 3 take away 4 is not enough, so we need to borrow 1. So we have 3. So we have 13 take away 4, which is 9. So we have 92. So how many 12 going to 92? We have 7. So 12 multiplied by 7. So 2 times 7 is 14. 1 times 7 is 7 plus 1 is 8. So we have a remainder of 8. So we can only fill in 27 boxes completely, and we have 8 remaining. So question 15, sum of the factors of 182 are prime numbers. Find one of them. So there's a lot of prime numbers, so we can start to list them. So we have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and there is many more. So we only need to say that one of those is a factor. So the first one we could try is 182 divisible by 2. Yes. So the first one we could have is 2. So because the factors are 2 and 91. It's 3, a factor. Let's check it. 182 divided by 3. So 6. Is 18. Then we have 0 point. So we actually 3 times. So it's not a factor because we will get a decimal answers. So remember, a factor needs to be 2 whole numbers. So 3 is not. Then we can continue try 5. 182 divided by 5 again is not divisible because going to 5 going to 1 0 times, 5 going to 18 3 times, and we have 32, and 5 going to 32 6 times, and again we have a remainder of 2. Therefore 5 is not. Then you can continue try all of them, but you only really need one. So the first one would be 2, And there's some more answers. 7 is another, and 13 is another. So you could have any of those 3 answers.